What I find interesting about design is the opportunity to show the world who you are without saying a word. I'm Bennett Leifer, welcome to my project in downtown Manhattan. This is a 3-bedroom apartment, and when I first saw it, it was a white box. So my goal was to make it intimate and personal, and I can't wait to show it to you. I wanted to create a classic New York entry moment. Referencing the client's heritage, I created this custom wallpaper with specific botanical and architectural imagery. I took it a step further, bringing the botanical imagery into the sconces, the chair fabric, and the design of the credenza. And to finish off the space, I added this tall mirror to accent the ceiling heights. Making this space intimate and personal wasn't such a challenge, but let me show you some of the more open areas where I really had to flex my design muscles. This place has some incredible New York views. They inspired my design choices throughout the apartment, particularly here in the great room. For the living area, I wanted to define the space, which I did with a circular carpet. The circular shape was chosen to contrast the angular lines of the apartment. In building off of that, you'll see other circular shapes, such as the cocktail tables and the curved settee. I like using patterns. They're a great tool for either pulling together colors or making a visual reference to something that you see. On this chair, there's a modern cloudscape, which I love. Part of my design intent was to allow for easy flow between spaces. And that's why I chose to put the dining area in close proximity to the kitchen and in a spot where you can enjoy the views. The chandeliers have an organic shape, and they don't interfere with your sightline. I defined this space with a circular carpet as well, which lends itself to the round dining table. As a designer, one of the best sources of inspiration comes from your client requests. This family in particular is quite musical, and I had the opportunity to work with this beautiful piano. The kitchen was a great opportunity to create design moments where they didn't previously exist. I added a location for sculptural pendants to create layers of design. Then I was inspired by this column to create a curved banquette where you can enjoy the view and have a small breakfast area. The curve also works pretty well with the rest of our round shapes. The design brief for this space was that it had to be flexible. There has to be an area for watching TV, an area for lounging that's also beautiful from the living room, and also a bit of computer work. Since this piece was going to be on display, I wanted to add a little whimsy, so I picked a fun pattern that had really mature colors. To maximize this area, I chose a curved sofa, which had a low back so you could still see the views. Carrying through with the cloudscape pattern theme we talked about earlier, I used this Fornacetti print to bring that idea into this space. Now, let me show you what I did with the primary suite. The primary suite is a unique but beautiful space. It allowed me to show my expertise with a macro sense of design. In order to not waste space by putting the bed in the middle of the room, I designed a custom desk to anchor the bed and the headboard, as well as create a beautiful walkway when you walk in the space. Every piece was specifically chosen, even the dresser, which has a subtle botanic mosaic, to pull reference from the carpet pattern. The view in here rivals the one in the great room, but to add a new layer, I added floor-to-ceiling drapes for this ethereal feeling. The shape of this room made it one of the most challenging to design, but the end product really shows it was one of the most rewarding. I really enjoy working on projects of this scale and with clients who let me do what I do best: design a beautiful home. Thanks for taking a look. I'll see you soon.
Well, if you love what we show you on Open House, absolutely subscribe to our YouTube channel because we are adding new, amazing content all the time.